East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a PrimeWave Media production.
What's up, world? It's the one and only Pop DiBiase, the primetime capper, and it is time for the premier sports betting show, the Primetime Angles Live. And boy, oh boy, we have ourselves a good one. And don't worry about the lag or anything like that. We are just going to go ahead and we're going to make this thing happen today, baby. So pretty much it is what it is. And we are here to make sure you are in tune. And up first, let's go ahead. Some college news going on today. And in college today, we do have Josh Heupel, former Central Florida coach, now going to be the coach of the Tennessee Volunteers. He was leading that train over there for a bit. Him and Scott Frost, two former quarterbacks that played in the Big 12 as well too. We all know Josh Heupel from his playing days. Josh Heupel actually was a Heisman runner-up to Chris Winkie, who was a 27-year-old, pretty much. So pretty much that's where it is right there. And shout out to my big bro right there. I see him right now. Shout out to the boy S-Wise. You know, I had to go ahead and throw that up there. Thanks, bro, for watching the show right now. But, yeah, Josh Heupel, I'm telling you right now, this guy is going to bring a new culture, and he's going to make this team much faster than what they really were before. So I think that this is a good hire by the Volunteers as well, because this team really needed they really needed this. They really needed a coach with fresh ideas, fresh movement, who really understands how today's game really works. So pretty much at the end of the day, this is going to wind up being a very, very good hire. And I think that Tennessee is going to be a big player in the SEC moving forward as well too, because this is the type of coach that's going to go ahead and attack the JUCO ranks more than you would chasing 5 and 4 stars, trying to keep up with Alabama that way. I think he's going to go get himself some grown men like they did over at Central Florida, and they'll go ahead and they'll help this team get better. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some crazy biz. I can't believe these writers, they weren't able to come up with a way to bring in a Hall of Famer this year. I think that pretty much they know that this is now becoming the more as the steroid rule, things of that nature. So the Hall of Fame is actually leaving out pretty much they're leaving out any players this year, and it sucks because you look at it and you know who they're leaving out. Roger Clemens, Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire. And this is just like, man, like seriously, we know that these are really great players. We know that they deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. We know that there were some things that went down, but still, at the end of the day, who wasn't cheating at that time in baseball? And I really think that at this point in time, I know they talk about integrity of the game, but there are a lot of players in there that you have went ahead and tarnished the integrity of the game. But you know, pretty much all this is all a part of the game, right? So pretty much with my gripe, I feel like out of any of them that really need to be in the Hall of Fame, you can't leave out Roger, but you definitely cannot leave out the man himself, the greatest of all time, Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds to me is the best baseball player to ever do it. This man was a 30-30 guy. He was a 40-40 guy. And you have to understand, he used to steal bases as well too. So pretty much with him, it's like this. It's what's up, Jesse James in the house? What's up, Tommy? All right, so pretty much here we are. And I think that Barry has to be considered. This is why Barry's great. Let's go ahead, and we're looking at all of his home runs when they happen, 715 over Ruth. But let's go ahead and see the most special one of them all. Go ahead and shoot out that one that when he passed the great Hank Aaron, who just passed away.
Hit from high. It's a deep. It is out of here. 756. is on top of the all-time home run list. What a special moment for Barry Bonds. And what a special moment for these fans here in San Francisco. There it is.
So with that, you guys have to understand Barry Bonds right there, that solidifies your Hall of Fame to me. And I think that they are doing us a disservice by not letting Barry Bonds into the Hall of Fame. You can have all the gripes you want to. You can bring up all the BS excuses that you want to, but we all watch the game of baseball, and we all know that Barry Bonds was absolutely amazing, and he was another must-see TV athlete, period, in the ranks of Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Wayne Gretzky. These guys are must-see TV, and we all tuned in, and we love the ride that Barry Bonds had, and Barry Bonds hitting 70 home runs in the season, still absolutely incredible. Just the thought of 70 home runs in a season. So, you know what? We'll have this great debate more later on down the road, but Barry Bonds definitely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame very, very soon. And hopefully they do the right thing and put him in the Hall of Fame next season, and we'll see how it goes. Now, pretty much we had a great night in the NBA last night, and in the NBA, pretty much Trae Young went absolutely nuts last night. Trae's averaging 39.6 over the last 3 games as well too, and he was our player of the night last night. He dropped another 38, and let's go ahead and look at the shot of the night last night and see where he shot it from too. And there it is from half, from the logo. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What a moment. That was absolutely insane. Trae. So there it is, Trae Young, 39.6 last 3 games. Absolutely incredible. Player of the night last night. They beat the Clippers 108-99, and they went ahead and covered that -5.5 that they had on them last night as well too. And Clipper news for you guys as well too. Tyronn Lue has no clue when his players are going to come back. His main players being PG-13, Kawhi, and Pat Beverly. So pretty much, I'm guessing that they're going to be taking their sweet time off for a little bit and putting the Clippers kind of in a bad position. So we'll see how it goes, but it is what it is. But before we go to break, I want you guys to go ahead and look at this great performance from last night, man. Austin Rivers, yeah, the Knicks lost by 15 points last night, but Austin Rivers was absolutely insane last night. He went Curry-like last night. He really went ahead and embodied that DeBarge game last night. Boy, oh boy, the light skins, I'm telling you. So pretty much, man, let's go ahead and look at him go 10 for 10 in the first half last night for the Knicks.
Kept alive by Noel. Austin Rivers knocks down the 3-pointer.
Juvenated Rivers. This time tantalizing with the 3-ball as the Jazz talk it over. And after that, Mitchell attracted to the virus. So both those guys had it. But I'm happy to see they stayed in a small market and keep Utah competitive.
Want to mix up the starting lineup right now. He continues to say right now as opposed to as Rivers flips it up. And Austin Rivers, who's been really struggling shooting, going to the basket. He's 4 for 4.
Good stroke on the shot. Rivers got to look up. He's open.
And Austin Rivers continues. Toppin wants the ball, but Niang does a good job denying. Now tries to set a screen.
Rivers loosey-goosey.
Tries another 3. Austin Rivers from downtown. Certainly by the Jazz fans.
Just shrewd and clever off the dribble is Ingles.
Rivers hesitated on the 3. Now dribbles into some traffic, falling away. Shot's good. Austin Rivers, 7 for 7 from the field. Rivers, jab step, 3-pointer. Puts it in. Austin Rivers, 8 for 8 from downtown.
Blazing last night. Blazing last night. Straight up. Blazer. So that's what it was last night with Austin Rivers, who went absolutely crazy last night. So pretty much it is what it is at the end of the day. This team is pretty much a team to reckon with at this time right now. So with our first commercial break, And we'll be right back. This is the Primetime Angles with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, and this is the Primetime Angles live. The Viget app, where social media meets sports betting. Get the latest line movements in all major sports. Track your daily bets, daily contests, the NFL over-under contest that pays out $10K in cash prizes. This is a cutting-edge app that helps betting be easy. Sign up with the reference code POPDBIC and you will be able to watch my daily show, The Primetime Angles, as a resource to building that bankroll. Viget is available in your Apple or Google Store on your iOS or Android. The social sports betting app, Viget. Good News Only Racing Club, led by the legendary Doug O'Neill, the trainer of 2 Kentucky Derby winners and I'll Have Another and Nyquist. Also trained 2-time Breeders' Cup champ Golden Sense, who are just a part of a long list of thoroughbred champions trained by Doug O'Neill. The Good News Only Racing Club has a young core of horses to look out for in Dennis's Celery, Irish Heatwave, and Notre Dame, just to name a few. Win the day every day with the Good News Only Racing Club, a proud sponsor of the NFL Bet Exchange.
From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a PrimeWave Media production.
Tune into Big Wave Boxing every week with a brand new guest, with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, getting the best boxing stories, best boxing angles, and the truth when it all comes down to the sweet science. Tune in to Big Wave Boxing on the PrimeWave Media channel on YouTube.
From the East and the West. From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a PrimeWave Media production.
What's up, world? All right, we are just waiting just a few moments here. We're going to be having our guests coming in a moment. Right now, we're communicating. I had him in here right now, but just give us 1 second, real quick. It says, okay, it's saying he's in, but pretty much we weren't able to get him in. I saw. So just bear with us 30 more seconds, and we'll have our guests here for you guys in 1 moment.
I'm having issues on my end with the my camera and my phone and everything, so it's all good.
Well, you just gonna hang out with me then, man, because we're gonna have questions for you, but we're gonna have to go back into what you call it. We're gonna have to get into other parts of the show as well, too. So, all right, man. My first question for you, man. How you feeling after the fight, man? How you feeling after everything is all said and done?
I feel good. I haven't watched the fight yet. I'm gonna sit on it for a few weeks and just kind of reflect back on it, and then I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna really dissect it. It's like in the toughest moments, champions rise. I beat a hell of a fighter. Everybody's telling me I dominated, but I'm just glad I got the win.
Hey, and we were happy to see you get that win as well, too. And it was an excellent win on your end. And from what I could see, Saturday, man, and we're gonna watch it right now. You were an absolute monster because you're so cool out the ring. But watch this beast in the ring. Run the tape, man. Run the tape. All right. Hopefully this is all right.
Yeah, there we go. Putting in that work. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Hey, all my hard work, everything I do inside the ring and outside the ring, it's a reflection of my performance.
We can, and totally. It just seems like it just seemed like you were leagues ahead of him, and he was coming in so hyped for the match as well too, because he had such a good fight the fight before your fight. But there goes the knockout. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Hopefully we can see the replay real quick. Where you brought him into your world, and then you had to go ahead and take him out of your world real quick. So boy, oh boy, and there it is. Brand new WBA interim champion. So that means that, hey, so how was it feeling? You seem like you was happy with the belt, but you want some more straps.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm coming for the top guys. I want the big fights right now. I paid my dues. I'm hungry. I'm not ducking and dodging any fighter. Just like Vic Pasillas, he's a fighter who a lot of undefeated fighters, a lot of top guys were scared to fight. I stepped up to the plate and I dominated.
Yes, you did. And pretty much now let's go ahead, get down to business, moving forward into the future. Me and you talked before, and you're the WBA interim champion. He's the WBA world champion. What's up? Can we get the Brandon Figueroa fight next, or what's going on? What and do you feel you can expose some flaws in the Heartbreaker as well too?
Oh well, I would love a fight with Figueroa, Luis Nery, Ahmed Dalia, even Stephen Fulton. If it's Brandon Figueroa next, bring him on. I'll figure out a way to beat him. I feel like he has one style of fight, and that's come forward and throw punches. I'm a diverse fighter. I can adapt. I can do this. I can do that. I'm not one dimensional. I feel like he'd be running into absolutely everything and the kitchen sink. And I think it'd be a great fight, especially for the fans. But I definitely think that I win that fight.
Okay, and what do you see that you can take advantage of in that fight as well too? Because he's a slugger, he's gonna go in there, but he can box as well too.
Yeah. Well, he's more of a come forward fighter, and he's gonna try to come at me. He's gonna try to fight me. And I think I win that every single time. He has a lot of holes in his offense and his defense, and I think I would exploit all of that. And really my ability to be able to keep up, my stamina, my conditioning to be able to go a strong 12 rounds. I think that'll also give me an advantage.
And now you shared the stage with them Saturday as well too. Everybody seems to want to see you against Fulton next. Now, what are your thoughts on his performance, and what do you see in him where you can expose some things?
Well, I feel like Fulton fought a great fight. He beat Angelo Leo at his own game, and Fulton came out with a different game plan than what I expected, which was actually smart. He just, I figured he'd come out boxing. And then, in the later rounds, he'd probably be off his feet. But, he went toe-to-toe, forehead to forehead for a full 12 rounds. And he beat Leo at his own game. A lot of punches thrown. At the end of 12, he wasn't even breathing hard. He wasn't even tired. So that just goes to how much work he puts inside the gym. With that being said, I do think that I beat Fulton. There's no way he can go 12 rounds with me forehead to forehead. I mean, that's not my style of fight. But, I don't think he's ever really been tested, like chin checked. How strong is his chin? I don't know. I don't feel like he has any dangerous power I would have to worry about. I think it'd be a great fight. It'd be a great fight. It's one I'm willing to make.
All right. So where do you get this calm, cool demeanor from outside the ring? But when you go in the ring, you're so aggressive, but so precise about things. You know what I mean? But it's like it's almost like your nickname, the Beast, like an animal comes out. What's up with that? How you so cool out of the ring? Because some boxers just can't challenge both. You know that too.
Hey, well, it's like I just flipped the switch. I flipped the switch. 0 to 100, 0 to 1,000. It's like it's my alter ego. You know what I'm saying? Raeese is my alter ego. I'm cool. I'm calm. I'm chill. But I flipped that switch, and I'm a beast on all fronts. I don't got to talk about it. I'm really just about it. And probably from karate. I got my black belt in karate, and it taught you how to be humble. And just coming up and stuff like that. So that's probably a big reason why also.
All right. So pretty much, man, and that's what I was thinking too. You got that karate background, and hey, you're going to hit him with the heat, whatever you got to do. Now, pretty much tell the people real quick how far you went and mixed martial arts and everything like that real quick.
So I got my black belt in karate. I'm a first degree black belt in Mukwan Taekwondo. Used to travel around, go to different tournaments and this and that. Karate was everything. Karate was fun. I used to love it.
Awesome stuff. All right, so pretty much all right, so we got a lot of goofiness going on in the boxing game right now as well too. We see Jake Paul is going to get a third lucrative fight against Ben Askren. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I thought his fight against Nate Robinson, I thought it was a good fight. He didn't come out and fight a real boxer. He fought an NBA player, but he performed and he knocked him out. And the memes that came out of that was hilarious. Now he's fighting Ben Askren from the UFC. I'm kind of pulling for him. I hope he beats him. Just he's a YouTuber. He got into boxing. He's bringing more eyes to the sport. Good for him.
Man, I'm telling you. Hey, and you guys see, here goes a professional boxer, even giving Jake his props right now, because we bring more eyes. That means that you got more people watching Aleem as well, too. So, Aleem, real quick, I don't know if you're a big football fan or anything like that, but you are in Vegas, so I know you're going to be betting next Sunday. Who do you like in the Super Bowl?
Oh, man, so I think the Chiefs probably win it, but I want Tom Brady to win it. He's 43, first year with Tampa, no offseason, no OTAs. And for him to even make it to the Super Bowl, that shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's what's up. I'm pulling for Tom. I would love for him to win the Super Bowl. That would be, when you talk about legacy and what you've done in your sport, wow. That would be amazing, especially to beat somebody like Patrick Mahomes. But then again, you got Patrick Mahomes, a hungry lion, the defending Super Bowl champs, back there again. Probably the clear favorites for sure. So that it's gonna be a great game. I'm definitely tuning in. I might put some money on it, but we'll see.
All right, so where can the fans find you at on the social media?
You can find me on Instagram at Raeese Aleem Boxing. After my last fight, I kind of fell back on social media just focusing on some things, you know, with COVID going on, and just, you know, I knew my next boxing opportunity was going to be huge. So I just wanted to fall back on social media. But you can find me on Instagram. I'm going to get back active on there. I'm going to be posting workouts and, you know, stuff I do inside the gym and outside.
All right, man. Awesome. I look forward to seeing it and everything like that. And you know what? We're going to get you back over here. We'll make sure that we get you in here a little bit earlier. Try to get you over here at noon in the lobby, just hanging out with us and everything. And I thank you so much for your time. As usual, it's always a blast with you, Raeese. So thank you so much, brother, once again. And we'll be talking soon.
All right. Thank you. Just let me know anytime.
All right, man. Beautiful stuff. That's the WBA Super Bantamweight Interim Champ, Raeese the Beast Aleem. And this is the Primetime Angles Live with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper. And we'll be right back at you.
From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a PrimeWave Media production.
Tune into Big Wave Boxing every week with a brand new guest with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, getting the best boxing stories, best boxing angles, and the truth when it all comes down to the sweet science. Tune into Big Wave Boxing on the PrimeWave Media channel on YouTube. The Viget app, where social media meets sports betting. Get the latest line movements in all major sports. Track your daily bets, daily contests, the NFL over-under contest that pays out $10K in cash prizes. This is a cutting-edge app that helps betting be easy. Sign up with the reference code POPDBIC and you will be able to watch my daily show, The Primetime Angles, as a resource to building that bankroll. Viget is available in your Apple or Google Store on your iOS or Android. The social sports betting app, Viget. All right, we are back with the Primetime Angles with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper. And boy, oh boy, I thank you guys very much. Sorry for the technical difficulties and everything today, but I hope you guys enjoyed the interview with Raeese the Beast Aleem. So pretty much now let's go ahead and jump into this NBA preview. We're going to kind of be rushing a little bit now. So here we are. We got the NBA preview for tonight. We got the Pistons and the Cavs up first. Pistons and Cavs coming into this one. Both teams going through it a little bit. The Cavs are 8-9, while the Pistons are 4-13 coming into this game. The first game that they played this season, the Cavs did win that game 128-119. And now they are linking up once again tonight in Cleveland. Jeremy Grant is leading the way for the Pistons, averaging almost 25 points a game at 24.9. The Pistons are 1-4 in their last 5 games as well, too. And then the average, they're only averaging 93.2 points per game in January as well, too. And then this team is only 1-6 on the road as well. So, you know, dreadful when it comes down to this Pistons team. Now, the Cavs, on the other hand, they have Andre Drummond out here averaging 14.6 rebounds a night, and they're 3-2 in their last 5, but they've lost their last 2 games in a row as well. And then also coming into this one, they're averaging 102 in January for this month, and they're 5-4 at home. So when I look at this game right here, all I can tell myself is that pretty much what we're going to do here is we're going to probably go ahead and take the good, we're going to go ahead and take the under 214.5, and pretty much we'll go ahead and show the whole full list once we get down to the super high 5. But I do like the under in the spot today because the Cavs were 30th in the league, only averaging 99 points a game. And I know they ran into the Brooklyn Nets and everything like that and scored a whole bunch of points, but that doesn't really change the outcome of what this team really is. So pretty much we move forward and we have the Kings and the Magic. And the Kings and the Magic, they have themselves a pretty good line today. It's going to be a 1 to the Magic, and then we have a over under 221.5 in this game. The Kings have 6 players scoring in double figures, with De'Aaron Fox leading the way with averaging 20.9 points per game. And the rookie, Tyrese Halliburton, killing it right now. 47% from the 3-point line. He is murdering the game right now. But the problem with the Kings are they're 3-8 straight up in the month of January. They're 2-9 against the spread as well, and they're 7-4 when it comes to over and unders in the month of January. So they've been struggling a bit. They're 6-10 on the season, and as you can see, that just pretty much means that they've really regressed since starting the season 3-2. And the Magic, 4-4 at home, straight up, averaging 102 points per game in January as well, 5-7-1 with the over and under, and Vucevic is averaging the most on this team at 23.5 a night. So when I look at this one, I tell myself that the Magic should be able to win this game because they seem to be much better at home. And it just seems like the Kings are going through so much of a struggle right now that I think that this game right here is going to be one that they're going to have some issues with because, the Magic scrap, you know what I mean? So pretty much it is what it is at the end of the day. And that's what we're going to be doing here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take the Magic in this spot to go ahead and actually win the game straight up. And we do have them here at a minus 120 as well. So that's what we're looking at with that game as well. So we move forward and we have ourselves another doozy of a game. And this one is going to be the game that's going to be between the Pacers and the Hornets. Pacers and the Hornets coming to this one. Both teams kind of going through it a little bit, but I would say that the Pacers are having much the better season right now. They are 10. They are actually on the year. The Pacers are 10-7. The Hornets are 7-10. Pacers are 4-2 on the road and 6-6 straight up in January. 5-7 against the spread in January. 7-5 in January as well too. Averaging 112 points. 0.2 points per game in January, 7th in scoring in the league overall, and Brogdon averaging 22.7 a night with 7.2 assists, and then you have Sabonis with 21.8 points per game per night and 12.8 rebounds. So this team is doing their own NBA Jams version with these two players that may be all-stars this season as well too. Then you have the Hornets who are 3-4 at home. 5-8 this month is straight up in the month of January, 5-8 over and under as well. And this is what's killing this team right now. When you look at LaMelo Ball's stat line, it's absolutely insane. LaMelo Ball's stat line is 11.3 points per game, 6.1 rebounds per game, 5.9 assists per game, 1.4 steals per game on 24 minutes per game. Coach, you have a superstar waiting. Please put him out there on the court. LaMelo needs to be playing 30 to 32 minutes nightly, so then your team can actually compete nightly in games as well, too. So I think that the writing's on the wall, and somebody's getting moved out of Charlotte very soon to make room for the youngest of the Ball brothers. All right, so we move on, and we have the Nets 11-8, and the Hawks are 9-8 coming into this game. They are 1-1 on the season. They've met up twice in Brooklyn on a back-to-back. The Nets won the first game while the Hawks took the second game. Now, the Nets are 6-8 against the spread this month, while they're 8-6 straight up. They're 2-2 with the big three, and they're 1-4 on the road. And then Harden's averaging 23 points per game, but he's making up for it with 11.3 assists per game since his arrival in Brooklyn. So that's what you look at when you see the Nets. And then you see the Hawks 5-3 at home, and they're 2-11 over and under in January, 6-7 against the spread, 4-1 in their last 5 games after being 2-6 before this stretch. And they have Clint Capella out there averaging 14.8 rebounds per game. That's the difference right now in this team, and they're making some strides defensively finally over here in Atlanta. All right, so we move on to the final game of the preview, and that's going to be the Celtics at the Spurs. And the Celtics at the Spurs, boy, oh boy, this is going to be a good one. 7-4 straight up in January, 5-4 on the road, 7-4 against the spread in January, 3-3 last 6 games after a 4-1 start to the month. And then the Spurs are 2-5 at home, 6-7 straight up in January, 6-7 over and under in January, 7-6 against the spread, 2-3 in the last 5 after starting the month 4-4. So there it is with the NBA previews for you guys tonight. I know there's a full schedule, but those are the 5 games I'm covering because those 5 games wind up being a part of the Super High 5. Now, okay, now pretty much what we're looking at right now, though, is in a moment, our Lakers are going to be playing their toughest game of the season, and they're going to be going against Joel Embiid and the 76ers. So tonight, the Lakers do have to step it up. I do expect a big game from Dennis Schroeder tonight, and I think that Dennis Schroeder should be on point for the Lakers tonight, making sure that everything is ran accordingly. He will be the X factor. We know LeBron's going to have a big night as well, too. He's coming off a 46-point performance against the Cavs the other night, and I think that he's ready to go ahead and show off a little bit because it is going to be on national television, so you got to get ready for the theatrics with LeBron as well, too. But for the Lakers to actually win this game and win it big, they have to get a big effort from AD tonight. I think AD is going to have to make Embiid work a little bit tonight if that matchup does come into play, and he's going to have to make him work, as in the words of Rihanna. So pretty much there it is. The Lakers, Sixers tonight. This is going to be a hell of a game. The Lakers are a 3-point favorite coming in, and I think that this game right here is going to be maybe a preview of the NBA Finals because Doc got revenge on his mind for what happened to him in LA with the Clippers. So he wants to get that get back, and he would love to play the Lakers in the finals once again, just like he did when he was in Boston. All right, so we move on, and let's go ahead and talk about some college basketball real quick. We got the Primetime Pick 6, and with the Primetime Pick 6, we have ourselves some really, 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 really good games tonight. And up first, we got the in the Pick 6 is 56-1, and we have ourselves +11 with Miami, Florida tonight. They were in a rivalry game against Florida State, so I'm taking a +11 here because I know that they're going to step it up tonight, and it should be a good one. Florida's going against Vandy tonight. Vandy's been absolutely awful, so we can take Florida tonight in the Thunderdome, and I think that they'll be able to take care of their business as well too with the -12.5. I don't like taking that big of a number, but I think this team should win by 15 or better. Then we got Providence coming into their game tonight. They're going against Marquette. Providence is always a 50-50 bag, but tonight they're at home. I think they step it up, and they have themselves a really good game. So I'm taking them with the -130. Then I got the -7.5 with Ohio State tonight. They're taking on Penn State. Penn State's been struggling. Ohio State's now hitting their stride as we get closer to February and March, and they know what time it is. It's going to be gut check time. It's going to be time for them to try to win this Big Ten conference as well. So we move forward, and we have Stephen F. Austin as a road dog tonight. They're playing against Abilene Christian. So this is a good old Texas matchup right here. So pretty much we're going to go ahead and rock with the road team here tonight with the +130 on Stephen F. Austin. And then last but not least, we're going to go with the Rebels in Vegas tonight. They're going against Utah State. They've struggled a little bit this season, but this is the type of game where the Rebs will surprise you. So I'm going to go ahead and take them with the +6.5, and we have ourselves a 56-1 Primetime Pick 6. You put the 20 on it, and you get back a band. All right, so we move forward, and we have the Dog Pick 4. And in the Dog Pick 4, we have Fordham at +225 tonight. And we also have ECU at +210, and also Ole Miss at +170. And then we have Missouri State as the home dog tonight at +160. And Fordham's also a home dog as well, too. So mix it up a little bit, and I think we are in a good spot. And this one is actually going to be a 70-1 ticket. So there it is, the CBB Dog Pick 4. Let's see how it shakes out. Now, let's go ahead and look at the NBA Super High Five. And in the NBA Super High Five tonight, I already went through the preview with you guys, but I love the under 214.5 with the Pistons and the Cavs, the -2 on the Pacers tonight, the Magic money line -120, +6 on the Hawks tonight as well, and the Spurs money line as our dog of the day, +155. All right, so those are going to be our tickets for today, and I know I moved a little bit quickly for you guys, but it is what it is. We ate up a lot of time trying to get Aleem in here, but it's all good. We were able to get that interview in. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and pretty much it is what it is at the end of the day. Bet with your head and not with your heart, and this is the Premier Sports Betting Show with the one and only Pop DBICD Primetime Capper, and this is the Primetime Angles Live, and I am gone.
From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a PrimeWave Media production.